All right, hey everyone. Welcome to our fourth Shark Week webinar. My name is Juliana Moore. I work for Coastal Fisheries Division of Texas Parks and Wildlife, and I am here at Sea Center, Texas today. And we are going to be joined by David Prieto. He is a game warden out of Harris County, and he is going to be talking to us about the illegal shark fin trade here in Texas. So David, if you want to come on in and take over. Actually, hold on, David, yours is muted for 1 second. Hold on.
Can you hear me? Okay. Good afternoon, folks. Like she said, I'm David Prieto. I'm with Texas Parks and Wildlife. I am stationed out of Harris County here in Houston, Texas. I've been a game warden for about 4 years now. Stationed in Maverick County initially for 2 years out in Eagle Pass, and now currently in Harris and Houston area for about 2 years. Before that, I was a municipal officer in San Antonio, and before that, I was in the United States Air Force, which I'm currently serving. Today, we're going to be talking about the illegal shark fin trade here in Texas, but also where it's also a global issue. So I'm going to pull up my PowerPoint. I'd like to first thank Texas Parks and Wildlife and you guys that invited us to the Law Enforcement Division to talk about this. This is a growing issue and concern that the state is taken seriously, as well as the U.S. government, to combat the shark fin trade. We'll go to the first slide, which is what is shark finning? Shark finning is the act of removing fins from the shark and discarding the rest of the shark back into the ocean. Sharks are often still alive when they are discarded, but without their fins, the sharks will sink and suffocate or will be eaten by other predators. So when they're doing this, they're actually catching all the sharks, finning them, and throwing them back overboard during the same transaction. They're not landing the sharks first. As you can see on the bottom right, it's a global
David,
trade.
We actually can't see your screen at the moment.
Oh, let's see. Can y'all see it now?
Not yet. We still see you.
Let's see.
Okay, it looks like it's working.
All right, sorry about that. So the brief description to the left of what I just spoke about. The global value of shark fin trade is $540 to $1.2 billion. To the bottom left, this picture right here, you're going to see a variety of fins that are recovered from a shark: the dorsal, the tail, and the pectoral. To the right, you can see on the mast of a ship of what they're collecting on a single catch for that day. It is the most expensive seafood product, valuing approximately at $200 per pound, but depending on the species of shark, it could go up much higher for the desired buyer. One of the sharks for species local to native to Texas is the black tip, and that's also one of the sought after sharks that you will see often, that we will encounter a lot when we do our inspections. As you can see, this is going to be a diagram of the shark and all the fins that are removed for sale. It says almost every fin is taken during the process, and to save space for more shark fin cargo, the shark carcass is thrown back into the water. These are one of the things that we're combating as the United States, but also Texas, and it's also being a global issue everywhere else, but it is still occurring in international waters and in certain other countries. During my inspections, we do catch a lot of the tail, dorsal, and pectoral fins that we actually locate a lot during our inspections of fish houses, as well as retailers and restaurants. Right here, it's a rapidly growing demand for soups and traditional cures. It's causing a catastrophic harm to the marine ecosystem. It's killing 70 to 100 million sharks every year. So this is a big issue, and most of the shark fin trade is located in China. If you look here to the top left, that's actually what the shark fin soup is, what they're desiring a lot. And if you can see, it looks almost like a noodly style substance. So that's kind of like one of the final process they are with the shark fin. So if you look to the top right one, that is the raw of what you would see making into the shark fin. So it's really like a lot of strains and noodles. And then the bottom left is the raw form of it. and they have certain process where they'll actually dry it out, and you'll see pictures of that as well. To the bottom right is actually, we were doing an inspection, and they were cooking shark fin while we were inspecting, and we encountered that, and we seized all of that for evidence, and cases are pending for that. Texas has seen an increase in shark fin, so with Texas Parks and Wildlife Game Wardens, we are out there doing a lot of inspections. You're seeing a lot in the metropolitan areas: Houston, Dallas, Austin, Fort Worth, during these larger populations who desire this specific soup or cures that they use it for. What is the federal government doing about it? So the shark finning started becoming an issue of awareness to the world, really, back in the mid-90s. So the United States actually took initiative initially and initiated the Shark Finning Prohibition Act of 2000. It bans all fishing vessels within the United States waters and all U.S. flagged vessels fishing in international waters. During this law, there was a loophole that was discovered when a vessel was actually transporting shark fins to land in a U.S. port, but it wasn't the vessel that they were actually finning on. It was just a transport vessel. And so the government also then enacted the Shark Conservation Act of 2011, which prohibits any boat to carry shark fin without the corresponding numbers of weight of carcass, which means all fins must be attached to the shark to land in U.S. ports. As of right now, there's still no federal law prohibiting the sale, purchase, or transport of shark fins in the United States, but there is a law that is passed by the House of Representatives right now and currently in the U.S. Senate in a committee to vote on to see if they will make it through the Senate, and then the president would sign that into law. And this Shark Fin Sales Act was passed in 2019, so it's still a new law that is still going through the process. Texas has taken initiative on that. Back in 2016, Governor Abbott signed into law the House Bill 1579 prohibiting the sale, trade, purchase, and transportation of shark fin. So that's exactly what they're kind of mirroring what the federal government's trying to pass right now, but we have enacted it as a state. We are the first Gulf state and still the only Gulf state to enact a law to combat shark fin trade. We were the 11th state to make a law to prohibit the sale, trade, and purchase of shark fin. There's a total of 13 right now states and territories that have made similar laws that are combating it currently, but that's going to be more on your east and west coast where those ports are at. We are working with our federal partners to combat shark fin at all ports of entries and the interior of the states. Your ports of entries would include the Mexico border with Texas, where they're doing inspections constantly for other illegal species, but including shark fin, as well as our ports like in Houston. We have a port of entry that they're constantly doing inspections that we work with our partners, our federal partners with on a daily basis, which include the Fish and Wildlife Service and the CBP, Customs Border Protection. In the interior of the state, we're, as game wardens, are actually hitting that in enforcement of hitting up different areas where they may possess or contain shark fin. Here are a few highlights that we've encountered here in Houston. We've had a news article with a couple of cases that we have located shark fin in Houston, but it also connected to the Dallas networking. But we are inspecting commercial fish dealers, retailers, restaurants, and commercial vessels for other violations, but we're also looking for shark fin. The bottom right, as you can see, there's a menu here in Houston that we located that actually still sells shark fin soup, in which we located shark fin and seized it, and charges are pending with that business currently. So it's still very active here in Houston, as well as Texas, because we do have that border with Mexico, as well as that Gulf port entry where vessels are coming into land, our aquatic products. Here's another case right here. This is actually one of my good friends. This is Kevin Winters. He was a game warden here in Harris County. He has since transferred out. He is now one of our canine team members, but he actually had the largest shark fin seizure in Texas history so far. And this was during a random inspection conducting that we are doing quite a bit now with our fish houses, retailers, and restaurants and vessels, where he came across a large amount of shark fin that they were using for sale. As you can see with the discoloration where you have that tan looking of a shark fin, that's a dried processed shark fin where it's going to be the next process would to cook it or shred it to further find where you saw those noodly type of texture from that shark fin. They will cut it down from that. And then also the gray ones are actually more of that raw form that they have not finished processing it. And you see the trash bags, that's also a different form where they make it almost like a flaky or a chip style, but those are also dried. But these are just some of the cases that we've here encountered just in Houston. And we're working with our district attorney, who's working really good with us. We have an environmental division with the Harris County District Attorneys, where the ADA over there is phenomenal and has been working these cases with us. Here, with this, it's a two-pronged approach with the law enforcement intervention, but the most importantly too is the community outreach and education. While we're also here combating it through law enforcement intervention, we also need to reach out to the communities to educate them and inform them, so if they do see it, they can report it. A lot of people are still unaware of the law, even though it was passed in 2016. If you see to the left right here, I mean, even China has started taking initiatives with their nonprofits to combat shark fin, saying no to shark fin soup. Celebrities have been involved to condemn the shark fin trade. And we're also working with our commercial fishing partners to report any illegal activity. We have a good relationship with most of our commercial partners that we enforce and we inspect, and they will usually give us information if there's something going on with a different vendor that they may not know or hear any information that we will go and follow up on the investigation. And let's see. Right here, like I said, this is a global issue. It requires the help of everyone to combat this growing crisis. Other countries in the world have also took an initiative. You have Australia, New Zealand, Canada, even China. They are starting to combat it a little bit with their laws requiring certain aspects of the shark, where we require shark fins to be attached to the carcass if they're going to land in U.S. waters. And with this, we're committed to the protection of the natural resources of Texas for future generations. And at that, if y'all have any questions, y'all please let me know. So let's see here. Why did you want to work to protect sharks? Well, sharks is part of our natural ecosystem, and conservation law enforcement, we have to protect all natural resources, and sharks are included with that, as well as knowing that the growing issue with shark fin trade, it can definitely affect our economic area, but also our marine ecosystem. Who do we contact if we see shark fins? You can always contact our Austin Communications. It's our law enforcement line, and you can do it's Operation Game Thief, and make contact with them, and they will get a hold of the nearest warden and follow up on your investigation or concern.
If anyone else has questions, there's a little Q&A box down at the bottom of your screen. You can drop a question in there.
Is there anything else we can do to help? With this is just to be aware of your, if you see it, if you're at a restaurant and you see the shark fin soup, you can just identify it and report it to Operation Game Thief or our Austin Communications. They'll get a hold of the nearest game warden, and they will be able to notify us on that issue. We will follow up on all concerns with shark fin. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you for doing this. Also too, when you start looking, you might see them at fish houses with shark. They will still sell shark, but the sharks have to have the fins attached to the carcass. If they're not attached, that is a violation, and we call those shark tubes because it's just a carcass without the fins. They cannot sell those. They have to have fins attached. So you might see them at the fish markets and wholesalers that you might buy fish. If you'll see shark out there, but if they have fins attached, and that is perfectly legal. But if you're not sure, you can take a picture of it and submit it to our Operation Game Thief or Austin's Communications, and we'll follow up as a game warden with any complaints or concerns.
All right, well, thank you very much for being with us today, David. We appreciate you taking the time to speak with us today. If anybody does have follow-up questions, you can send them to our distance learning email, and that's going to be distance.learning@tpwd.texas.gov. We'll have a few other Shark Week programs during the week, so check our Facebook pages to see when those are going to go live. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And thank you, David, for being here. We
Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.